Good morning. It is 5 o'clock in the morning and I am looking for a black grouse lek this morning. Not so much to photograph it, more to find it. So I was camping in this area just before I'd been to the black grouse lek with Espen Helland, in fact, and I heard black grouse lekking early in the morning, and I looked out of my tent and I looked and I was like, they're probably up that hill. So I've been up there scouting a couple of times and there's a few places, but I don't know exactly where it is. So I need to try and find it so I can come back another time with a hide and actually put the hide up and get properly close so that we can maybe get some nice photos. Now, obviously, I'm going to take my camera gear today, but mostly I scouted last night. I went to go and have a look, and there's an old ruin of a building up there, and I'm just going to go and sit in that and wait for it to get light, and I'm going to listen. And I'm going to play it literally by ear. I'm going to see if I hear black grouse, and if I do, then I can, well, either see if I can, it's obvious where they are from there, or if I can creep out of that building. I'm going to have all my camo gear with me if I need it. I was also using my thermal camera last night, and that was working really well. I found, obviously, deer and cattle, which there's lots of around here, but I also found some snipe and even a badger, which was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm confident that if I hear black grouse before it's light, I can use the thermal camera to try and find them. And once it is light, I've got the full camo gear in my rucksack. I can put that on, and I've got the 400mm lens in the Z9, and I can try and creep out and see if I can actually find the lek. So yeah, come along with me. This is very much an exploratory journey. It's also really, really windy this morning, so I'm a bit worried that the black grouse might sit in their roosts and feel that wind and decide, nope, we're not doing anything today. So I might go up there and even be right on top of the lek and not find it. But hey, that's wildlife photography. If you don't get up early and have a go, you're definitely not going to get it. So yeah, let's go. Let's go and find my rucksack in the car. Okay, I've picked up the gear and I'm on my way up this hill. It's starting to get light, and so once I get up there, I'm basically going to be quiet now because they could already be lekking. And at least here, it doesn't feel too windy, so maybe that wind has dropped from an hour ago, which would be fantastic. Anyway, up we go. Okay, so I'm in this little ruined building now. It's got a fair bit lighter. Not heard any black grouse yet. There are a load of cattle up here, which I had seen last night actually, but I don't know whether they're an issue. I mean, I don't know where the lek is. It might not be here this year. It might be too early. It might be too windy. This is only the beginning of March, but I'm able to come here, so I'm here. I don't get many opportunities to come out and do projects like this, so I take it when I can. To my understanding, finding a lek is most likely to happen by hearing it. Then once you're there on the ground, there'll be more subtle features, like there'll be droppings, there'll be feathers, and there might be sort of slightly more flattened out or scuffed out bits in the grass. Anyway, yeah, it's really nice to be out early in the morning. Don't get to do that too often, so really enjoying that.
Little did I know the peace was about to be shattered.
So, yeah, that happened. The farmer came up to feed the cows right up here. So I'm better off taking a walk into the woods now and seeing what I can see. So, yeah, that's what I'll do.
But then, just as I was about to pack up and leave, I heard them.
I can hear black grouse. I can hear black grouse. They're further down the hill from where I was waiting. I wonder if they've only come down because the cattle went away. Or maybe the buggers all had a light in and I didn't, and they're just starting now. Because it's now 7:30. Right, I'm going to go quietly, because if I can find this lek now, we're in business. It's 2 black grouse lekking just over there. Wow, I found a black grouse lek. Freaking excellent. It's so satisfying to have found them. But now we need to set up and actually get some decent pictures. Now, I approached them just there, and you can see in the video, a little bit of video that I took, they'd already put their tails down and kind of they've gone all smooth like they do. And yeah, they actually left. But I know where their lek is, so we're in business for bringing a hide here in a couple of weeks. Ah, I'm so pleased. I was ready to give up when the cows, when the tractor came and the cows were all barging through and everything, and it was windy and I was getting cold and I hadn't seen anything. I was starting to get really a bit disconcerted. I thought it wasn't going to happen, but then it did. Yeah. Right, I better go and actually have a look at this lek site and see if I can work out where it's a good place to put a hide. Come with me. Right, well, I've had a good look around, and there is one bit where it's clearly got more poo and even a few feathers there, and that is roughly where the 2 grouse that I saw when I first spotted them. It's roughly where they were, so that's what I'm targeting as the main position of this lek. Now, I've put a trail camera down with the view of kind of fine-tuning this when I come back with the hide in a couple of weeks. But I've got a couple of ideas of where the hide could be. There's lots of tussocks and the like here, and unlike the lek that I went to with Espen Helland, which is beautifully flat and sort of got nice big open bits, this is really kind of on a slope, and there's quite sort of a bit of intricate terrain about it. But I'm sure we'll work something out. And yeah, I'm really excited now to do this. As I said before, I thought this was a bust. I didn't think I was going to find them this morning, and then I heard them. I was like, "What's that? Is that?" You know, first like just on the wind, just heard it. I was like, "Yeah, there's nothing else like it. There's nothing like the sound of black grouse. There's like, well, there might be elsewhere in the bird world, but in the UK, Northern Europe, there's nothing like that. So you hear it, you're like, yep, black grouse." So yeah. So yeah, it's exactly as I suggested it would be in terms of finding a lek. First you hear them, then you see them, and then once they've gone, you go down and have a look, and there's the feathers, there's the droppings, and from that you get a picture of where the most active parts of the lek might be. Even if I come back with a hide and I see nothing, I am dead pleased to have found the lek. See you next time from the hide, hopefully with some black grouse. So I'm back, it's 2 weeks later, and I've got the hide, and I was about to just go up the hill, onto the hill where I saw the black grouse last time, and stick the hide up with the idea of going and sitting in the hide tomorrow morning and trying to get some pictures of the lek. But that plan has just been a little bit scuppered because there's a sign on the gate on the way up the hill that says that access is restricted because of calving. Because there's obviously those cows that we saw before, they're having their calves, and the farmers put that sign on the gate since I was here last time. And in good conscience, having seen that sign, I can't go putting a hide up there on the hillside now. My wildlife camera is still up there, so I'm still going to go up and get that, and I'm going to see what's on it. But I'm in a bit of a quandary now as to what to do, as to whether I can creep up there in my camo gear in the morning and see if I can see the black grouse, or whether we're just done, whether this project's just over before it even starts. Yeah, damn it. I'd better go and at least get the trail camera, because that'll tell me if the black grouse have been there. To be honest, if the trail camera's been crushed by the cows, then that tells me everything I need to know. That's kind of like a sign, isn't it? But yeah, I'll go and fetch it. Okay, right, so I've got the wildlife camera back, and it was absolutely caked in mud. It had been knocked over, I assume by the cattle, and it had been squished into the mud, and it was a right state. Managed to clean it up a little bit. It's still pretty bogging on the outside, but yeah, it's clean enough that I can open it and have a look at what's going on it. And I'm going to see if it turns on. See if it's been completely squidged. So here we go. Let's have a look. Let's just do it live. Turn it on into setup mode. Yeah, It's alive. Oh, God, I got mud all over me as well. Bloody hell. Replay mode. And then we got 157 triggers. There's me walking past. A deer. Something having a sniff at it in the middle of the night. That's cattle. My friend the badger's on here though. That's quite cool. I have a black grouse right there. So we're in the right place. The black grouse really weren't just there that one morning. Though overwhelmingly what I have on this wildlife camera is cattle, and another black grouse lecking right in front of the camera. So if I don't get anything tomorrow morning, I'll put this footage on. It won't be quite as good as I'd get with a Z9, but never mind. This is where the cattle have knocked it over, and I think that's game over then. It's just pointing down at the ground, and that was it, face down in the muck until I collected it, and then there's a whole load of triggers of me carrying it, swinging by its cord, trying not to fall over in the horrendously boggy terrain. So we definitely have black grouse here. We have a lek. We can't put a hide up because we've essentially been told that we shouldn't be here. But I'm camping in the valley. I've got all the kit, and I've got my ghillie suit and a roll mat. So I think what's going to happen is maybe I'm going to just come here first thing in the morning. And I did find a little scrape of ground next to a rock. Maybe the plan should just be that I come up in the morning, get in my ghillie suit, lie down there with the Z9 on a beanbag, and just wait and see if at sunrise there are any grouse to see. So I'm going to go back down, have a nice dinner, and camp in our tent, and then I will sneak up here early in the morning before it gets light and get hunkered down and hope I don't get squished by a cow, because that would be a pretty shite ending to this video. Okay, good morning. It is a little bit after 4 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I'm on my way back up the hill. I've got all the kit on my back. I've got the ghillie suit, I've got a roll mat to lie on, I've got the 400mm f2.8 lens on the Z9, and yeah, I've got a warm jacket to put on top of this under the ghillie suit as well, because not being in a hide, it's going to be cold this morning. So for obvious reasons, because I'm not going to be in a hide, I am not going to be able to do very much vlogging at all once I get up there. And of course, once I'm settled down, I'm going to have to be quiet and not have any lights on and stuff like this. I've just been walking along using the moonlight, haven't had to put my head torch on at all, which is great. And I've seen the deer silhouetted with the moon behind them. It was pretty nice. Kind of wished I had my big lens out, but it's all in the back there because it's too clunky to carry everything while I'm walking along in the dark. But yeah, I should have brought my night vision stuff. It's in there. I didn't take that out either at the bottom of the hill. That would have been a good idea. Anyway, right. Time to head up there, walking slowly so as not to get sweaty so I don't get cold later on. And then set myself up and just wait. See what the morning brings. And I'll talk to you again later on. Wow. Just wow. What an experience that was. Oh. I guess you'll have seen some of the footage already, but oh my goodness. Such a fantastic morning with the black grouse. I was just sort of getting my things ready and suddenly I could hear them. They flew in and yeah, I had to hunker down. That was it. And I must say, I have been pretty blooming cold. I'm shivering now and I know that my hands are going to absolutely be so sore in a bit. But yeah, in the end, the black grouse left because the Land Rover came to bring a quad, which is somebody who's coming and checking on the cows, which is totally fair enough. As I've said before, the cows are calving in this area. I don't really have any business being here. I will be heading on my way in a minute. In fact, the quad boat's coming up this way now, so I probably need to sort my gear out and head off, and I'll just finish I'll show you an overview of the gear here and I'll finish the video in a minute once the quad's away. Yeah, well, that was absolutely epic. Oh, wow. Oh, what an experience. Oh, my goodness. To have found a black grouse lek and come up and got in position and photographed it. Absolutely amazing. It was amazing watching the black grouse with Espen Helland last year, but it's quite a different feeling to have put in the fieldcraft and the work, to have found the lek and done the scouting, and then, you know, this little wobble last night where I wasn't able to put the hide up and I wasn't sure what it was going to be like with the cows, and then to have actually had a great experience with the black grouse this morning it's a fantastic feeling, absolutely fantastic. I'm overjoyed, and I haven't looked at the footage or the video or the images yet. I don't care. It was fantastic being out here and seeing the black grouse. If I've got fantastic video and images, that is even better. And you'll probably know better than me because it probably will have already been on the video to some extent. But yeah, So the farmer on his quad was counting cows. He came and said hello, very friendly, had no problem with me being here at all. He was saying that he had seen 12 black grouse lekking here a couple of mornings ago. Now, I reckon there were about 8 or 9. I could never be quite sure, 8 or 9 this morning. Yeah, that's an active lek. That's plenty of black grouse, and that's really, really good. There was a kind of similar level of fighting and aggression to when I watched them with Espen, which is to say, it wasn't very much, and there were no females in evidence. Didn't see any females here. So I wonder if it's maybe still a little bit early and the females haven't come to pick the best black grouse yet, black grouse males. So yeah, maybe if I come next year, I'll aim for April, and in the hope that maybe the lek has got going a bit more and the females are coming in. But yeah, I didn't get my warm coat on top. I didn't get my camo on because I was getting my things sorted. I wasn't even faffing that much because I'd pre-prepared most of my kit. But I was getting my stuff sorted and they were here. They just came in. I was using the thermal scope and I was looking down the hill, and they were actually on the kind of the next layer of the hill below me, and they all just kind of flew up just while I was sorting my things out. So I thought, oh, right, rubbish. Now I need to get myself sorted, like right now. So I couldn't get the jacket on, I couldn't get the ghillie suit on because those things would involve sort of sitting up, standing up, and I didn't dare. So from that point onwards, I was lying down prone here on my kind of roll mat, and I'd already got the camera out and I had the camera on the beanbag. So that was the first thing I got out because, you know, that is the most essential bit of kit. So it was good to get that ready, and I'm glad it was. But yeah, and I came in, and at first could only hear them and not see them, and I love the sound they make. It's fantastic. What a brilliant sound they make. And just watching them over quite a wide area, actually. Watching them, sort of, their lek is quite a large area, and sometimes they were very close and sometimes they were all quite far away. Sometimes they were right up to my right, so I had to kind of like turn around and sort of shuffle the beanbag over to try and get the camera pointed at them. But they didn't seem to be too worried about me being here. I guess I didn't sit up or anything, so I was quite hard to tell. If I get my big hood over me like that and then that's against the camera, I'm not particularly kind of human looking for them. So I guess if I do it again, I will put the camera up slightly higher, maybe up on a rock here or on the tripod slightly higher, because there is quite a lot of tussocks, and there were quite a lot of times that I could really hear and see the action was going on, but it was right behind a load of tussocks, so I couldn't really see anything. Yeah, I think a camera being maybe sort of 20 centimetres higher off the ground than it was would be good. And I was right next to this rock here, so what I might do if I do this again here next time is mount the camera up on the rock and then find some way of kind of like lying across the back of the rock and doing it that way. But yeah, this is the end of this year's black grouse journey. I've got footage to go through, images to go through, and obviously a video to make, and who knows when this video is going to be published. I will try very hard to get it done before July, because that's when the next baby is due. There's going to be a little boy, so I will try and get it edited before that. But anyway, I've warmed up a bit sitting up and sort of packing my things away, but I'm still quite cold, and I definitely need to walk down the hill to kind of get the blood into my toes and get me moving. And then I need to go down to the tent and see how the girls are doing. I left there at 4 o'clock this morning. And yeah, then we're going to a nice hotel down the road to have a nice breakfast together. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and a nice cup of coffee as well, because all I've had so far this morning is a little bit of water. And yeah, again, I had some snacks with me, but they were in bags that would have rustled, and the black grouse were right next to me, so that wasn't happening. As for the cows, actually, they were quite close, but kind of on the other side of the area that the black grouse were lekking in. They also don't seem to have been particularly bothered with me being here, which is great. Yeah, that and the fact that the farmer seemed totally chill with me being here sort of reinforces that it was an okay decision to come up here, even though there's carving going on here. So yeah. Oh, I'm totally buzzing. I'll be totally buzzing for hours and hours. And then when I look through the footage, I will be again, because that was so good. Oh, yes. Totally worth getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning for, every time. Yeah. Anyway, great. I hope you've enjoyed following me on this journey and watching the black grouse with me this morning. And yeah, if you have, leave a like, leave a comment, share this with your pals. All those things are really good for the channel, especially as I don't put that many videos out these days. And yeah, of course, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. There will be more videos with various different projects. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
I returned to the lek in mid-May, a little late, because by then the females would probably already have been sitting on eggs. I didn't take my vlogging gear, I just took the 400mm and a beanbag and a warm coat and went and settled in the same position as before to watch the black grouse.